Well, let's just give you an idea of who this team is. I'm going to name some players that play for this team, and maybe you can kind of sort of see who I'm talking about. Charles Barkley played for this team. Sean Marion, Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire, Rajah Bell. You know, these are some of the guys. DeAndre Ayton, who's no longer with them. Team been around for years. We know this team has won 60 plus games before. You know, Chris Paul was on the team recently. He's no longer there. He's with the Golden State Warriors now. You know, he's out of the playoffs. Come on, y'all know who it is. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Exactly. The Phoenix Suns. I like how you said it, Teddy. The Moons. The Moon, because they ain't bright no more. The Wolves clipped them. The eclipse that happened, that was the Wolves over the Suns. They got swept in the first round by a team who hasn't won a playoff series since 2004. That was 20 years ago. 20 years ago since the last time the Minnesota Timberwolves won a playoff series. I'm telling y'all, this is a nasty Minnesota Timberwolves team. But this Phoenix Suns team has some questions that they're gonna need to answer. For one, KD is now going around, is pretty much saying that he feels like he wasn't a cog in the offense, like he was just standing around in the corner. I didn't see that in the game. Y'all tell me if y'all saw that, but I didn't see that when I saw the game. They got some contracts they got to deal with because of this season. So Devin Booker is owed $221 million over the next 4 years. Bradley Beal is owed $103 million over the next 2 years. Kevin Durant also $103 million over the next 2 years. Grayson Allen just got a contract before the series started. 4 years, $70 million. Congrats to you, Grayson Allen. You did have a great year. Yusuf Nurkic, who is now 3-17 in playoffs, which is the worst percentage in NBA history for anybody who's played at least 20 games. 2 years, $37.5 million. Then Nasir Little has 3 years, $21.75 million. So about 21 and 3/4. Who are they going to sign? What money do they have? Not only that, not only that, worst in history. Free agents is Royce O'Neal, Udoka, Thaddeus Young, Isaiah Thomas, who just signed for the rest of the season, but season's over now. So sorry, Isaiah, you're a free agent again. But they got player options on, Eric Gordon, Joshua Okogie, Damian Lee, and Drew Eubanks. So I'm guessing they're gonna bring those 4 guys back. So I'm guessing, yeah, Joe. Yeah, my background's crazy. So now what are they gonna do? They got no draft picks for a few years. Not just first round, but second round. They had no draft picks for the next few years. They gave up their future for KD and Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal. Where do I get started? Where's Tomo when you need him? Bradley Beal. He made a statement after they were down 3-0, said that we are not getting swept. I've never been swept in my life. Well, Brad, you know, there's a first time for everything. And for you to be one of the most highest paid players in the league still, you know, didn't you tell kids that, you were talking to some young kids that they weren't going to be able to take your spot? Seems like it was some young kids that took your spot in Washington. So you got moved. There's some young kids coming up right now that, took you out. Isn't Anthony Davis younger than you? I mean Anthony Edwards younger than you? Isn't Jaden McDaniels younger than you? Oh, okay, okay. Um, Carl Anthony Towns also younger than you. Oh, okay. Rudy Gobert. Oh, I mean Mike Conley's the only one I think has been here longer than you have. But that's Mike Conley. We know he's a vet. Shout out to Mike Conley. But you guys haven't won a playoff game all year. And this is the second time in the last 3 seasons that Kevin Durant was eliminated in the first round in a sweep. So, KD, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker. Devin Booker showed up in the elimination game. He put up 49 points. But it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Wasn't enough. They lost. Bradley Beal put up a whopping 9 points in that game. 9 points. And let me read this contract again because maybe I'm tripping. So you're getting $50 million over the next 2 years, each, at minimum. Well, Phoenix Suns, you are the newest members to the doghouse. KD, you have finally rejoined the Warriors, but you're all in Cancun now. So congratulations, you're back. You're back in Golden State. But with some warm weather, put your feet in the sand. You can enjoy yourself, have fun. But like I said, you are now in the doghouse. So Phoenix Suns, welcome to the doghouse. My guy, you in the doghouse.